Hey everybody, Rebels of Cloud9 here. This is a video I've wanted to do for a while now. This is how to decant spray paint. Decanting is where we take the spray paint and we transfer it to a little pot like this so we can use it for other things. Now, these rattle cans are quite nice, but personally I kind of impartial to them in a way because they they waste a lot of paint. You know, you go layer, 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 and you look at all the dust and paint particles that are floating around everywhere. These are quite expensive. Lots of car modelers use this process to take the paint from here, put it in here, and that way you can use it in an airbrush, or even hand painting it if you like. Which is quite a shame because Tamiya makes a lot of really nice lacquer paints. They're really, really nice colors, and you can't get them in the acrylic. There's lots of companies that will have them in a rattle can, and they'll have them in a little pot of paint. Tamiya is not one of them, which again is quite a shame because there's a lot of really nice colors. So I'm going to show you, this is a really simple thing to do. You do need a bit of prep work, but it's a very simple thing to do, and I need some of this bright red, and so yeah, here we go. So the first thing we're going to need here is a empty paint. Now you can go ahead and use something like this. This is one that I've used up, and this is acrylic. You can go wash it out and reuse it again, or you can go ahead and buy cleaned empty ones. It's as simple as that. So you can go wash them out. That's the nice thing again about the acrylic stuff. But you can go buy them brand new, clean and ready to go. Next thing we're going to want is a straw. Now I've already cut this one down. You're going to want a bendy straw. That is very important for this. Okay. I know most straws, people say most straws you can use, but bendy straws are very, very important for this. I'll show you in a moment. We're going to want a bit of tape. So I've got some Tamiya tape here. We're just going to use that. That'll work fine. And you're going to want something like Plasticine, blue tack. You can even use hot glue for this process if you like. I've seen lots of people do that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to shake this up. And I've already done that, but let's just get it going again. And so what we want to do is we want to take our Plasticine here and make a couple of little worms with it, I guess. And what we want to do is put our straw on the nozzle like this. Plasticine is going to help it all stay in place while we do this. And I will explain in a moment here why you want a bendy straw. That is important. Okay. Again, you can use blue tack, you can use hot glue. I've seen lots of people hot glue these things on there just to make a really, really established barrier there so nothing leaks out of it. But that looks pretty good to me, so I think that'll work fine. Okay, why you want a bendy straw? It's because the paint goes out here and it stops here and it basically runs off. You don't have a whole bunch of that overspray that you might have to deal with if it was straight. It's a lot easier to work with. I can speak that from experience. So again, it just helps it hits the end here and it just kind of drips down to the end, and it's less work. It really, really is. So now we want our paint, and we need a bit of prep work for our paint jar. I'm just going to take 2 pieces of this Tamiya tape and put this on the edge like so. Lots of people like to use like Scotch tape, but I find Tamiya tape works just as well. Now we're going to take our hobby knife. And what we're going to do here is we're going to cut 2 holes in it. Again, 2 is important. So this one here is going to be for the straw. And we just want one in the back. It doesn't have to be big at all. Like not nearly as big. And this is to help the propellant come out. Otherwise it's going to start building up in there and we don't want that. So, simple enough, we just put this in here, and slowly, let's cross your fingers, there it goes. Ooh, I can already see that propellant leaking out of there. I'm going to get it all the way to the top here. There we go. Slowly, slowly. Now the first thing you're going to notice is it's cold. And that's all the propellant and stuff. So I'm just going to clean this up here really quick. You can see there's moisture building up on these areas. And oh, yeah, of course my trash can has to be all the way over here. When I need it. Ah, brother. So, I'm going to leave that to the side. Clean this off. Now the next thing we're going to do is we can't use the paint right away. Ooh, is that cold. But, look at that. Look at all that paint in there. Awesome. Now, as I mentioned, it's cold. That's part of the propellant. And what's going to happen is the propellant's still seeping out of it. So what you want to do, take it, screw it down all the way, and then undo it a little bit. Just enough so that the air and the propellant can escape through there. You don't have to worry about it. It might bubble for a little while. This stuff isn't doing any of that right now. Oh, that's bad. Shouldn't have done it that tight. Yep. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to leave this next to a window. Usually leave it for about 24 hours. There's lots of people say you can do it in less time than that, basically when the bubbles stop. I think 24 hours is good because that way you really got it out. Just every hour or so, just give it a bit of a shake. That's going to help any other bubbles dislodge and come up to the surface. And yeah, again, after 24 hours, you're ready to go. Just pour it in an airbrush. It's pre-thinned. All basically you need is some lacquer thinner to clean it up, some airbrush cleaner, heavy duty, whatever you like to use. That is how we get it into there. So that is simple as that. Decanting paint. It is really simple. It just needs a bit of prep work. It is so easy to use. I love using it. I just don't do it that often. So this is ready for my next project. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any other comments or questions, please feel free to leave them down below. You can even subscribe if you like. I hope, again, you've enjoyed this video. This is Rebels of Cloud 9. If I haven't taught you anything, at least you learned what not to do. I'll see you guys next time.